All right, moving on to the town manager report.
Okay, so first up, the special town meeting will be held on November 18th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Thank you to an astute resident who noticed a misprint in the ledger. The ledger is going to go ahead and run a correction this Friday, but town meeting is indeed November 18th, not the 12th. And the warrant is open for submission of articles through October 2nd, 2025 at 5 p.m. If folks have any articles to submit, they submit them either via email to the office or come in physically before that deadline. As everybody is aware, I think everybody is aware, but on August 26th, there was a fire at the Lunenburg Middle High School that just happened to be also the very first day of school. The fire occurred within the solar panels on the roof. And thankfully, everybody was evacuated safely, and there were no reported injuries, and the fire was brought under control within about 15 minutes. I do want to thank all of those first responders, both within this community who were dealing with this very serious matter at the time, and those that came in to help assist. It was quite the day for Lunenburg, and it could have been substantially worse, but thank you for your service as always. I had just spoken about the resignation of Ezekiel Ayala. Obviously, this is a position of significance. I am having a discussion later this week, in fact tomorrow, with a vendor who specializes in providing financial management support to municipalities across the Commonwealth. I believe he's actually done some work here in town as a consultant in the past. While the position is posted, and I hope to have it filled quickly, I do want to ensure that because it's such a substantial position that we have a safety net in place for the transition period. And during this transition is also the retirement and transition of the payroll and benefits director. So those are happening within days of each other. So hopefully this consultant has capacity to come on at this time and provide us some support in the interim, but I will keep you updated. Capital planning season is kicking off with the Capital Planning Committee meeting first scheduled for tomorrow, September 3rd at 7 p.m. That's a preliminary meeting where they're going to be reorganizing, looking at the financial policies. I am working on distributing the schedules and associated materials. But department heads have been told to anticipate that their submissions are due in the month of September, with reviews beginning in October. The Touch a Truck event on Friday, August 22nd was a huge success. Thank you to all of the residents, families who came out to enjoy the day and get up and close with our machinery. And thank you to all of the various entities that helped round out the success of the event, from local businesses to state agencies. We could not have done it without all involved. And I would be remiss if I did not publicly thank Dave McDonald, the unofficial event organizer, for all his, I'm going to say assistance, that's what I wrote here, but I'm also going to say persistence in bringing this great day to fruition. Without him championing this, in the background, it's probably something that we wouldn't have been able to pull off with the level. Actually, it's not probably, we wouldn't have been able to pull it off. So thank you, Dave. Now, it was such a success, we have to do it every year. A reminder that the Neshoba Board of Health is conducting their community health survey for the region. That survey is on their webpage, on our webpage, on Facebook. The survey is open through September 30th, 2025. We did have our staff appreciation event on August 21st. Staff enjoyed lunch, longevity awards and merit awards were presented, and folks enjoyed yard games. And it was a great afternoon for staff to take some time to relax with one another and be recognized to the service they performed to the community. I think when you talk to people who work in this space, public service is becoming increasingly more difficult, and it's nice to just have a moment and kind of be with one another and be appreciated for what you do. The chair already had announced, again, on that Whalen Park event, which is September 13th, 2025, but I want to give a particular highlight. If you have photo memories, either digitally or in your old boxes, of yourself or your family enjoying Whalum in years gone by, please send those in. We're creating a memory wall of Lunenburg folks, or folks who are now Lunenburg folks. So if you could send those in to Kara McCarthy in my office. Her email is kmccarthy@lunenburgma.gov, but that is also on the Lunenburg Whalen Park event link. So some project updates. Starting today, All Pro, our cleaning vendor, is back in town servicing municipal buildings with evening cleanings. This is the same vendor that the town had previously for the past 3 years or so, other than the last several months, this is who we have had for the past 3 years. So we expect a seamless transition, and we're looking forward to having All Pro back. Wallace Park Court resurfacing project is underway, and the work should be completed over the week, and the courts are planned to be reopened next week. Then there is announcements online and on Facebook, but there is a whole lot of fog sealing occurring across town from September 4th to 15th. The list of roads is Leominster Road, Arbor Street, Beale Street, Brookview Terrace, Burge Street, Canterbury Drive, Cliffview Terrace, Gilcrest, Hunting Hill, Meadow Lane, Pine Street, Rolling Acres, Skylark, Valley Road, Watt Street, and Wynwood Terrace. When the work is performed, the roadway will be closed to vehicular traffic. However, residents and school buses will be accommodated as much as possible. The roads will be closed for periods of 60 to 90 minutes to allow the fog seal to dry. Individual roads will be closed to clean and sweep to prepare them for the fog seal. Residents will be accommodated during this time frame. Then the fog seal will be sprayed on the roadway as much as possible. No vehicular traffic will be permitted until it is dry. For folks that have never heard about fog seal, but is one of the reasons why we have great roads in Lunenburg, fog seal is sprayed onto the existing pavement and penetrates up to 3/8 of an inch into the asphalt, softening the asphalt binder as it goes. And it slows cracking and reduces the loss of the aggregate material. So it dries clear, is plant-based, and is non-hazardous. So if you did not hear the roads and you're wondering if you're included, check our website, and that list is there. Okay, whole lot of recruitments at all different statuses. So we have a dietary aid and a temporary dietary aid positions posted at 9 hours per week. The meal site worker position at 36 hours per week, we have some work to do with the clerical union on that, and then that will be reposted. The payroll and benefits coordinator, interviews have occurred for this 32-hour per week position, and an offer is out. The executive assistant to the town manager and select board position, an offer is out, and I think I just got some good news in my email, but I don't want to steal my own thunder. But it looked positive, it had an exclamation point. So perhaps we'll have an appointment soon there. Equipment operator, 40 hours per week. We have conducted interviews there, but I don't believe an offer has been put out yet. Intermittent heavy equipment operator, this is various, but if folks are looking to pick up some additional work over the winters, this is helping us take care of our roadways for snowstorms, driving our equipment. If you're interested and you want to hear more, reach out to Bill or Julie in my office if that's a line of work that you're in. We have a videographer position that'll be on your next agenda, so an offer has been accepted there. The land use director position has been posted. The children's staff librarian position has been posted. The finance director position has been posted. The administrative assistant to the building department position has been posted. Library pages. Interviews are ongoing, and seasonal cemetery laborer. Also, the students that we had for seasonal summer help have gone back to school, so if there are folks who are looking in some small hours to help keep the cemeteries looking good in the fall, that would be great. We have the same list of appointed and elected positions as last time. I'm not going to reread the whole list, only to say there is one position that I think that at the next meeting of the tri-board or before that, there might be, that we're putting on the appointment to the Massachusetts Regional Vocational Technical School. There's one vacancy there. It's an appointment of the Select Board School Committee and Moderator. So we do have an application for that, but I wanted to again reiterate, we hadn't really published that a lot. So reiterate that that's available for folks if they're interested. And that is it on my manager's report.
Great. Any questions for the town manager?
Just a question about the Flat Hill Bridge. Are there any updates for that?
So as much as I would love to give a public update on that, and I know that folks are keen to get one, unfortunately, based on the situation that we're currently in, I'm not able to provide any public updates. I cannot imagine how incredibly frustrating this is, especially for those that have to go through that detour. And I know that I'm asking the residents to trust that we're doing what we can without talking about it, but when I am able to give a public update next, I will.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, thank you very much.